Ekta, good morning. It's almost as if yesterday did not exist, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you why. Yesterday, of course, exists. I mean, people made a lot of money if you went long day before yesterday or even yesterday because it was a trend day.
Yeah.
But what I'm referring to is some of the global factors, right? The global factors till day before yesterday were US yields up, dollar up, commodity prices rising, and stock markets consolidating. All of that reversed for yesterday, just one day, right? Yields went down, the dollar index broke below 100, commodity prices, WTI crude went under 50. Today, it's gone back to day before yesterday. Everything is back in terms of the trend, in terms of yields actually higher, DXY at 101.
Yeah.
So it's resumed the rally, right, which we were seeing. And of course, US markets didn't have too much trouble any which way. They were doing quite well. Amongst developed markets, I mean, actually, US markets have been the best performers lately. And so that is kind of starting to weigh once again. For one day in between, suddenly the global environment had looked a little better. And there were expectations, maybe the dollar, etc., had seen too much of a pullback and you will see some profit taking there. That isn't happening. We are again starting to stretch. So that is the global backdrop, really. Let's come to flows. And you mentioned, importantly, flows being supportive last couple of days. So here are the numbers. Let's put the graphics up. FIIs since the 8th of November, that is the day when, 8th evening is when the Prime Minister announced demonetization. So the figures are from the 9th. FIs have sold about $2.7 billion, approximately, in stocks. Local investors have actually been buyers of over $2 billion in that same period, since the 8th of November. Yesterday's FI number was $100 million plus. I mean, it's the highest number we've seen in this quarter so far. FIs have been buyers for 3 straight sessions now. So this does take away, I mean, FI is selling, abating a little bit. They're taking their foot off the pedal in terms of selling. Definitely a huge relief. It's been a big factor why markets have come off. Local investors have continued to pump in, as I said, $2 billion in the same period that FIs have actually taken out nearly $3 billion. So it's been a big, big factor. Lastly, I want to say that we've kind of assessed the impact on various industries because of demonetization. What is the impact on financial flows into equity mutual funds? That number we will get, I think, over the weekend. So it's going to be an important figure to track. And that number, after coming off significantly in the middle of the year, actually has picked up. I mean, we're getting equity mutual funds are getting about $1 billion plus in flows over the last couple of months. My interaction with mutual funds CEOs sort of tells me that this number, the month of November, again will be a record. Close to 9,000 crores, etc., is what is being talked about. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Wait for that number for the month of December, for the month of November, and it also will tell you the behavior of people, and in terms of commitment, discretionary flows into mutual funds, SIPs. How has all that been affected since the demonetization announcement was made? So, I mean, we'll put that number out when it's out. I think hopefully by Monday.
Yes.